Howdy. I hope this sound comes through okay. It's the first time I'm using my headphones to do this. These are actually noise canceling earbuds. Very expensive. Probably one of the most expensive things I own, but it works wonders, especially on airplanes. Anyway, I wanted to talk today. This is more of a vlog thing than anything else. And I wanted to talk about how I have basically learned and found out what I'm made of while my mother has been living with me. You know, back in January, we had to move my mother in with us because she had dementia and she had fallen in her house and it was determined she couldn't live by herself anymore. And there was no time really to try to find any kind of facility. So my wife and I decided, okay, we're gonna take mom home with us and see actually what her condition is. Because basically I'd only seen my mother maybe once a week for a few years. And I knew she was on the decline, but I had no idea at what stage she was. So she's in a weird position in the fact that in general, they consider her physically healthy, even though she's got a bad leg. So she's too healthy to be put in a nursing home for that. And if we put her in a place for dementia, funds would be wiped out pretty close to a year because the level of care she needs on that level. And so she's been with us. And it's been an interesting thing. And I've learned way more about myself than I have about mom, even though I've learned a lot about her condition and realized I had absolutely no clue where she was at. One of the first things I've learned about myself is that I have a lot more compassion in a weird way than I ever thought I would. For instance, I'm an only child. I have no kids. It's just kind of been me and my wife, so I've been able to pretty much always do whatever we wanted to do. And now I pretty much can't do that. I get snatches time here and there. You know, it's my mother, so I spend most of the time with her. My wife is gone a lot. She's got a lot of friends and a lot of other activities, and I really don't have that. So it's just me and mom. And I find that it's kind of easy for me to talk to mom. The only time I have trouble with her is when I need to get her out of the chair to go to the bathroom, because she doesn't always have the capacity or capability of knowing that it's time for her to go to the bathroom. And we need to move her so that we don't take any chances with her having accidents. Y'all know what I mean. I don't have to spell that out. So I've learned that. I've learned that if I needed to, I can take care of someone else other than myself. So that basically says that I'm the one who puts mom to bed every night. I give her most of her meals. I've learned how to, fix meals for mom. I had to figure out how to give her dessert so she can have her dessert without overdoing it, which is really strange for someone like me who loves to have dessert, telling someone else, nope, you just had such and such. I can't give you any more. So I've learned that. I've had to learn pill control better. I mean, I'm diabetic and I have my medications that I have to take, but I have to be a little bit more strict with mom's medications. So I've learned that. I've learned that when I really need to step up to the plate to do something that I'm really uncomfortable with, I can do it. I guess I probably knew that back in 2007 when I had to learn how to inject myself, because now I've had to suck it up, and every once in a while I have to go into the bathroom to help my mother put her clothes on because she forgets how to, finish the job. It's really weird. I don't know what I ever thought dementia was. It's not Alzheimer's, at least we don't know that. It turns out that even though there's an Alzheimer's organization, everyone who has dementia doesn't have Alzheimer's. There's many different reasons why someone will end up with dementia. And one of those is stress. And mom has always been stressed since I've known her. And it's one of my fears because I have tons of stress all the time in my life. So I'm hoping I don't follow this particular example. And I book all mom's appointments and we take her all these different places here and there. And luckily, most of the time, she's doing okay. So we do that. But I also learned that I have to take those breaks every once in a while. So every Wednesday we take mom to a place called Silver Fox, where she's, it's a senior center, and they do activities with them and they take care of those folks. And it doesn't matter if they have dementia or not. It doesn't matter whether they have incontinence issues. They take care of them. They put them through all kind of activities. And the funny thing is, mom hates to go. She will fuss with my wife about going, because my wife takes her and I bring her home, because when I tried taking her, my wife says she knows how to push my buttons. So I always kind of felt guilty. My wife doesn't feel that guilt. So she takes her, she fusses until she's there. Then she has fun with those people. And a couple of the young ladies, one just had a baby and one's getting ready to have a baby, and mom loves babies. Come on, I love babies too. So we found that you need time to rest and relax. And that's something I've actually been very bad at for many years. I mean, I haven't had a vacation since 1999. When I'm home, I'm basically sitting at my office desk trying to work all day long. And that's probably not the way to do it. On my birthday last month, it was the first day where I basically sat down and said, you know what, I'm just going to watch movies that I've recorded on the DVR. And that's what I did. I watched 5 movies. That was totally different for me. But it just tells me that I have to have those times where I could break away and truly relax. I mean, I'm walking right now, but this isn't total relaxation. This is, me trying to stay healthy enough, because, when I look back at it, my parents never exercised. I mean, my dad was in the military, so he had to keep a certain bit of health in him, but in general, he didn't exercise. He was just always naturally small. And my mother was always heavy, and now she's gotten heavy again, and that's taxing because she's hard to lift. So she has to kind of help me up a little bit. I tell her, you have to lift yourself at least to a certain point, and then I can lift you the rest of the way. And, there it is. That's just how that is. So, one of the other things that I've heard, and I know it's true, but I really don't have this, is you're supposed to have a support system. People that you can call on to talk to, and people who you can call on to come over and give you some hours. We really don't have that. I mean, we have the neighbor next door who can come over in 2-hour bursts or so. And we have a lady who's now coming in every Monday and Friday, working with mom for a couple of hours on recreational therapy, because I determined that mom needed something else to engage her mind besides watching TV 12 hours a day. Which is not a bad life, I guess. I wouldn't know. I haven't really done that since I was a kid. And, mom seems to respond, well to that. So, I turned out to be a lot stronger person than I thought I would be when it came to my mother. I never thought I could do that kind of thing, and I have done it. I have stepped up, and, this is just my tale on how I think I've progressed, or how I've learned about myself. And I hope to tell other people the same thing. I guess it turns out that all of us really are stronger than what we think we are. And maybe we don't have to wait for the challenges to come to prove to ourselves how strong we can be, and try to reach out for our goals and dreams. And by the way, in case you're wondering how come I'm not always in the shot, it's a cloudy day, and I keep walking through areas where it gets darker. So, like there, and this is a weird position trying to hold the phone. One of these years, no, I'm not getting an iPhone, but I wanted to say that because the iPhones have a stick that I don't know if Android has. But that's what I have today. If anyone else out there is dealing with a parent with dementia, you probably know what this is all about. And I wish you the best. I wish your parents the best. And, if you find yourself not having anyone else you feel like you can talk to, drop me a line. My information is all down below. I have email addresses in most of those places. I don't have it right here on YouTube, but if you want to take the effort to visit a web page, you'll find an email address. So, like I said, I wish you the best, and I hope that y'all have a wonderful day. You take care.